صلى الله عليه وسلم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. As I said before, we have to remember Allah 24/7. And every Muslim knows that part of remembering Allah Azza wa Jal is to say your adhkar before you leave the house, because you need protection. So what are the adhkar to be said before leaving the house? There are many of them. The most famous one,
بسم الله توكلت على الله ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
in the name of Allah. Again, Bismillah. I depend and rely on Allah Azza wa Jal, and there is no might nor power except with Allah. What do you think a person who says such dhikr before leaving with full conviction that Allah is his protector, what is he going to do? How is he going to perform? Is he going to sin? Do I say this dua before going to the bar or to the nightclub or to the pub? A'udhu billah. This is a dhikr that is said by a person who is in total compliance with Islam. What else? The following dua.
اللهم إني أعوذ بك أن أضل أو أضل أو أزل أو أزل أو أظلم أو أظلم أو أجهل أو يجهل علي.
Allahumma inni a'udhu bika an adilla aw udall. If you contemplate on this dua, you seek refuge in Allah from going astray, from slipping, from having any injustice upon others, from being ignorant to others, and from others reciprocating, setting you astray, from oppressing you or making you slip or making others slip, or having people oppressing you or having people being ignorant to you. When you say this with conviction and you're driving and someone does something inappropriate to you, you would never gesture them. You would never shout or curse them. You would never retaliate and try to cross in front of them, maybe causing an accident. You always remember, I said this dua and this dhikr, and Allah is guiding me and protecting me. This is what we say when we leave our homes, trusting only Allah, depending only on Allah, having total reliance only on Allah Azza wa Jal. When we come back, what do we say? This is a dua that is one of the du'as or dhikr in the Fortress of Muslim, which is not authentic. Why would the Shaykh, may Allah have mercy on his soul, include it in his book if it's not authentic? Simply because Shaykh Al-Albani authenticated it in the very beginning, then came to find out that it was not authentic, so he graded it as weak. While Shaykh bin Baz, who is the Shaykh of Shaykh Saeed, may Allah have mercy on his soul, used to grade it as Hasan, which is accepted. So either way, if you follow the authentication of Shaykh Al-Albani, then you should not say this dua.
بسم الله ولجنا وبسم الله خرجنا وعلى الله ربنا توكلنا ثم ليسلم على أهله.
The scholars say is not authentic. And if you accept Shaykh bin Baz's authentication, there's no problem in accepting it and in saying it as well. So I came into my house, I left my house saying the du'as. What about if I go to the masjid? There are a number of beautiful du'as that the Prophet used to say alayhi salatu wasalam upon going to the masjid. Among them is this long dua.
اللهم اجعل في قلبي نورا وفي لساني نورا وفي سمعي نورا وفي بصري نورا ومن فوقي نورا ومن تحتي نورا وعن يميني نورا وعن شمالي نورا ومن أمامي نورا ومن خلفي نورا واجعل في نفسي نورا وأعظم لي نورا وعظم لي نورا واجعل لي نورا واجعلني نورا. اللهم أعطني نورا واجعل في عصبي نورا وفي لحمي نورا وفي دمي نورا وفي شعري نورا وفي بشري نورا. اللهم اجعل لي نورا في قبري ونورا في عظامي وزدني نورا وزدني نورا وزدني نورا وهب لي نورا على نور.
It revolves upon light, asking Allah to put in my heart light, in my tongue, in my hearing, in my sight, above me, underneath me, to my right and left, and in front of me and behind me, to have this light in everything, in my life, in my body, in my hair, everywhere, even in my grave, in my bones, and asking Allah to increase in this light over and over and over again. What light are we talking about? This is not something that we're asking Allah to illuminate us in darkness. Rather, it's the light of guidance. It's the light of worship. The light in my eyes so that I would not see except what pleases Allah. The light in my hearing is that I would not hear except what pleases Allah. So, in a sense, I'm asking Allah Azza wa Jal to protect me and to give me guidance and to guide me to worshipping Him as pleases Him Subhanahu Azza wa Jal. This is on my way going to the masjid. If I were to enter the masjid, I would say this dua.
أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم افتح لي أبواب رحمتك.
Seeking refuge in Allah Azza wa Jal from the evil of Satan. But I seek refuge in Allah Azza wa Jal and in His honorable face and in His authority from Satan. All of these things I'm seeking refuge in from Satan. Then what do? I say Bismillah before entering the masjid with my right foot. And I offer salutation upon the Prophet ﷺ, and I invoke Allah. O Allah, open the gates of your mercy for me. What gates of mercy? I'm entering the masjid. So I am asking Allah Azza wa Jal to facilitate the mercies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through my entering the masjid. And once I'm in the masjid, the clock is ticking. And I'm getting all the good deeds coming to me with the grace of Allah because I've requested Allah to open the gates of mercy. What about if I'm leaving the masjid? Well, there's another dua.
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم إني أسألك من فضلك. اللهم اعصمني من الشيطان الرجيم.
I should say Bismillah and I offer salutation upon the Prophet ﷺ, and then I say, Oh Allah, I ask you from your favors. I'm asking you from your favor. Oh Allah, guard me from the accursed devil. In the entrance, I said, open the gates of mercy. Coming out, I'm asking Allah for His favor and to guard me from Satan. Why? Because now I'm leaving behind me the masjid, a garden of heaven, and I'm entering to this dunya with all its temptations and sins and things that may distance me from Allah Azza wa Jal and from the hereafter. So I'm seeking refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is all the time we have. Until we meet next time, I leave you fi amanillah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى